8,000 watched hours in a single calendar year. That is the new metrics for YouTube Partner Program members. If you don't make it, you're out. Starting February 2027. What that means to every content creator or would-be content creator, if you ever thought about doing this full time, think again. We're also going to talk about what the ramifications of this decision could actually mean to the broader IT landscape, particularly when it comes to data centers and everything in between. The changes in YouTube's partnership program are going to affect a lot of content creators right in the pocket. This is going to be enough to deter a lot of would-be content creators from thinking you're going to be able to quit your job anytime soon. To put it bluntly, YouTube doubled its watched hours algorithm, or watched hours requirement, excuse me. I don't want to just throw words out there. The watched hour requirement is currently 4,000 watched hours in a calendar year to maintain your membership of the partnership program. Now, what that entitles you to have is monetization, so that you are actually getting a share of the ad revenue that's generated from people watching your content and ads are running. Now, with 4,000, it's pretty daunting. For me, I've been doing YouTube channels for about, 4 or 5 years. My second year was the first time I actually hit 4,000 watched hours, and it wasn't off of the content that I typically create. It was off of some side project I did. We were talking about a story that happened here in Metro Atlanta about a dispute at a cheesecake factory, and something was said about Darlene McCoy. That was her name. She was ordering a cheesesteak, and somebody wrote "Darky" on her receipt. Well, we covered it, put the word out, and it was pretty instantaneous. People were pissed, but that happened one time. Now, I've gotten other videos that got some kind of traction, but nothing like that at that time. And that was the one thing that got me over the hump and got me into the partnership program. However, at 8,000, that means double that. It's just probably not going to happen, not in my niche market. This is going to be a death knell for many would-be content creators. Why do I say that? Because 8,000 watched hours is a massive amount. To put it bluntly, currently at the current metrics, 4,000, only about 3 to 10% of content creators actually hit that number. Think about that for a second. 3 to 10% out of all the content creators you ever see on YouTube are actually monetized that way. The rest of us make money by selling products online, like my cups or memberships or doing lives, and people cash app you some cash. Basically, it's virtual panhandling. You're getting your money by contributions because you're not getting it from YouTube. That's just what it is. At 8,000, that 3 to 10% on some estimates drops to 1 or 0.25%, below 1%. People are just not getting that much traction unless you're a celebrity. And millions of people tune in and hang off of every word that you say because you are a celebrity or you're well known. Or if you have a popular channel or, a presence. A lot of people are striving for that. That's why the content tends to get into the weeds, so to speak. Channels like mine, no danger of hitting 8,000. I'm only doing this for the love, trust me. And I think that's going to have a trickle-down effect when it comes to what's going on with data centers. Think about this for a second. A lot of people don't realize how you, as a YouTube watcher, content creator, or just the average listener, how you are contributing to the explosion of data centers going up in this country. If you want to complain about it, blame yourself, because those videos, those TikToks, those think pieces you put online, they're not just stored on your phone. I know that might come to a shock to a lot of people, but those videos that you're uploading them to somewhere, and that somewhere is a data center. All the transactions we make on our Bitcoin, sometimes it's going to be stored there. Corporations use these data centers. Corporations like Google, who actually owns YouTube, that kind of thing. These partnership programs are just a way for the content creators to get a little bit of the ad revenue that's being generated. And when that revenue is generated, it's coming from a data center, because that's how you're getting your viral videos out to millions upon millions of people. That is the relationship that we have. Now, if you're only seeing currently 3 to 10% of the content creators actually making some money, and even less than that are making enough to quit their jobs, what do you think that does to the small channels like this one, who really don't have that kind of traction? I stay in my lane. I don't talk about things that I don't know anything about. I'm not trying to go into the weeds or get into the mud with a lot of the sensationalism. I don't do the reaction stuff. I kind of stay away from the red pill stuff. I want to stick to my lane. I want to educate. That said, it's not profitable. So understand, I'm doing this for the love. I'm not really doing this for anything else, because I'm definitely not making any money like this. However, if you thought this is going to be the next Uber or the next DoorDash hustle where you can actually make a living doing something on your own time, you might want to think again before February 2027. You have until December 31st, really, think of it that way, if you're just starting right now, to be grandfathered in under the current 4,000 watched hours per year partnership offering. If you are on your way to that goal, cool. Otherwise, this is about to get a lot rougher. And we're going to talk about why you think that is. I'm going to let you watch some of the reactions to what we're seeing about this news right now.
All right, so literally 1 hour ago today, YouTube just changed their monetization requirements, and it will actually change the platform forever. But today they actually dropped an update that is just so insane that I can only be thinking that somebody's got to be smoking crack at YouTube, okay? Whoever made this update, I don't know, bro. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. And
So man, yeah, this is actually kind of crazy. When I seen that, I was like, man, there's gonna be a whole bunch of people that's gonna try to start channels that's gonna struggle, because it's already hard enough to get 4,000 watch time hours, but then to try to get 8,000 in a year, that's a lot. It's doable. It's very much doable. You know, some people can do it in a month. Some people can do it in 3-4 months. Sometimes it takes people almost a whole year to do it. But yeah, it's a lot. And then if you don't do it that year, it has to start all the way over that.
I am just mind blown right now. YouTube just made a huge change in the monetization. Oh my gosh, this just made everything so much harder for new guys. So much harder.
A consistent theme has been coming up with all the reactions is that people are saying don't get discouraged. It's hard not to when you look at the actuals and factuals. 8,000 watched hours is 8,000 watched hours. And some people looked at YouTube and other side hustles as a way to make ends meet. Not just being a celebrity and making thousands of dollars a month and quitting their jobs. Now, this ain't the time. And YouTube is making it very clear that this just ain't it. This is, the buck stops here. So whatever you're doing, if you're new, this is going to affect you more than it affects anyone else. But do not get discouraged. Hopefully, it'll continue to be profitable for you. Make sure you're branding your products. Do some selling. Make sure that you are on top of these things. One of the reasons why we started this channel is to make you aware of the opportunities to build generational wealth. Well, we talk about crypto, we talk about content creation, whatever it is that we can do to make legal money, that's what we're going to promote here. And this is so that you are aware of what's coming down the pipe. Let me know what you think in the chat, and I'll talk to you later.